What's the deal, YouTube? It's your boy Seamade KJ, and I'm coming at y'all with a quick video today about combing. I'm gonna be going over, does combing help break forks? What's the purpose of combing, and should you be combing your 360 waves? So if you're new to the channel, make sure to go like, comment, and subscribe, and we will get straight into this video. Alright y'all, this is gonna be a quick, short, and simple video, man. We're gonna be talking about these right here. Alright, these are the main combs that I use for my waves. This is like a medium tooth comb right here. I'll use this like when I'm woofing, basically to detangle the hair when I'm woofing. When my hair, basically when my hair get longer, this is the comb that I'll use. I use this comb. This has two different lengths, and I use this comb. This portion of the comb, my hair is really short and I can't really comb like that, so this is the smallest comb I got. So basically I'll use this comb on basically fresh cuts, lower than maybe a 2 or lower, 1.5 guard also. This is just my all-purpose comb. I can use this on fresh cuts, 2 with the grain, 2.5 going into my woofing stages. This is not a small tooth comb, but then again it's not fully a medium comb either. Typically, I don't use wide tooth comb because I don't go on extensive long 15, 20, 25, 30 week woofs. I like to keep my wool short to the point. I feel like woofing over 12 weeks is pretty pointless. I feel like 12 weeks is the max for basically any waver. Even if you're like a medium hair waver or a straight hair waver and it takes longer for your hair to curl, I think if you woof for, if you get, let's say you're a medium hair waver, you get it cut to 2.5 or 3. You go 10 weeks, and you feel like you can go longer, but your hair is starting to be a little bit hard to maintain. All you gotta do is cut to like a 4 or 3.5, and then go back on your woof. Might go like 8 weeks and see the same length of the hair as you did when you cut your hair a little lower. So that's what I'm experimenting with now. I feel like a 2.5 or a 3 is like the perfect cut for me. So I'm gonna go on 6 to 8 week woofs, but I'm gonna do it from higher guard. Like I could go 10 weeks from a 2 guard, and that would be like the same thing as a 6 weeks from the 3 guard, if you get what I'm saying. So technically you don't need to go on super long woof. And I know the question y'all all wondering is, does combing break forks? And my answer for this, it might be different for other people, but my answer for this is no. Combing does not break forks. Really, combing is only for detangling your hair once it gets to that woofing stage. Like I said, detangling, lifting it up the scalp, getting it prepared. It's like preparing the hair to go in with your session, apply your products. You want to get it evenly distributed. You want to comb before your haircut, so your haircut could be even, smooth. You know, you won't have patches or anything. And all around, just a good detangler for the hair. Another alternative, if you don't want to comb, you don't have to, but you will have to keep your hair at a shorter length, like at a 1.5 for like corset wavers, or at a length that you don't need to detangle your hair because it's so short. For me personally, I comb, but I don't comb as much as a lot of other people. Like I comb maybe 5-10 minutes, not even 10 minutes, man, like 4 or 5 minutes before my brush sessions. I comb before my washes, and I comb before my haircuts. But I do not do comb sessions. I see people saying comb for 20 minutes, comb for 30 minutes. They do something called comb and lays, where basically you just comb your hair, then plastic bag, and then rag up. I don't do any of that. I just comb before my brush sessions and my haircuts. And my personal opinion on it is that basically there's people in history who have had basically flawless patterns and they don't comb, but there's nobody that's had an amazing pattern of just using a comb. So combs are definitely not that important. And also for my beginners out there, if you're just starting, you don't want to get to comb your hair, because what you want to do is you just want to brush. You want to get that ripple stage going, and then you want to keep brushing until you start seeing connections. After a couple months, 2-3 months of having connections, then you'll be able to comb your hair because your hair will be trained to go in the way it does. You don't want to scramble wash, you don't want to comb, because that can confuse the hair if it's not trained. So like if you're in your first couple months, first maybe 4, 5, 6 months, you don't want to really comb that often. Once you get to maybe 5 or 6, you can start combing a little bit. But like if you start seeing experienced wavers, you know, sometimes I comb with the grain, then comb against the grain. Don't do anything like that. Don't scramble, comb against the grain. Don't try to mess your hair up in any way like that, because the only reason myself and other elite wearers do it is because we know what we're doing, and our hair is definitely trained. Like, I could go a week without brushing, I could go 2 weeks without brushing, then hit a quick washing style, and my pattern will be back in. It won't be 100%, you know, the definition and everything won't be 100% back, but it definitely will come in and it still be busting. Also, combing is a great way to distribute the product. So let's say you comb and then afterwards you apply like a light oil or a butter or anything moisturizer, then you comb back down. It's a great way to get it down all the way to the roots. But I feel like it's no point in going extensively with that, because that's what your brush is gonna do. As long as you're using a firm enough brush that your hair can handle, it's gonna get down to the scalp regardless. So that's neither here nor there. I feel like you can just do it with the brush. When you're wolfing, your hard brush and your comb kind of act the same. I feel like your brushes come in contact more with your head. Your combs are just basically one row of a brush, basically, and it's, you know, going this way as opposed to on top, deep down. You know what I'm saying? But combing can definitely take your waves to the next level. Like I said, I don't recommend it for beginners, but if you don't want to believe me and say it helps break forks, it'll definitely move the hair at the root. But my personal opinion is it does not break forks for you. You got to put in that brush work. You got to wash and style. You got to, you know, use firm brushes. You got to wolf. Check out my other videos on all of those topics. I got a video on most topics. But that's it for today's video, man. If you got any video suggestions, make sure you go leave them in the comment section down below. Like, comment, and subscribe. And I'm gonna see you guys in the next video, man. Stay wavy. Stay